Hi, this is Yusuf Azizullah, CEO of Global Board Advisors. You're watching the June 2017 column. We'll be taking a look at Battle of Artificial Intelligence. Well, I'm going to take a look at it, help you advise, and understand what to focus on. As always, we'll look at the global capital markets, year-to-date returns. We'll talk about Brexit. We'll be looking at Pakistan as a strategic capital market, and then we'll get into the nitty-gritty. The Dow Jones and S&P 500 have been giving about up to 19% returns. This all started when the election, President Trump came into power. Now Wall Street is thinking the steam is dying off. If the promised tax reductions are not implemented and do not come to truth, the markets are going to take a downturn. In Africa, Egypt is the biggest market that's making the most money. In Asia, second best is Pakistan. Karachi Stock Exchange, renamed Pakistan Stock Exchange. Bulgaria is actually a market GBAC is quite involved in. My friend Ivan Takeoff here, and we've been advising them on corporate governance. My advice to chairman, what should you be focusing on? Really looking at which emerging markets you can be launching products and services in the next 18 and 24 months. Brexit elections, Prime Minister Theresa May's gamble did not pay off. I mean, she's still in power, but she lost her majority. So Brexit negotiations are going to get harder, more complicated, and more slower. But Brexit, UK will leave the European Union. That is for sure. The most companies that are going to be affected are the utilities, financials, and consumer discretionary. If you are a board member on these kind of companies, most of your revenue is coming within UK, so you will be much more affected. My advice to chairman, I would recommend really understanding that Prime Minister Theresa May's corporate governance reforms will continue. She will promote more diversity to the boardroom. She will try to make herself, meaning UK, as a premium market to other European invest countries than Germany, France, and slow places where to invest money in. I am advising clients to basically create a subcommittee for Brexit. If, for example, Ford is a company that UK is the biggest market for them in Europe, they should have a Brexit committee that should report back on the annual strategy retreat and report back to all the board members what's going on, the business models, and where the risks are, and how to bring disruption and innovation into your company. Moving on, strategic market Pakistan is the largest market. There's major tax reforms by the Prime Minister, the current government, Nawaz Sharif, in reducing taxes, privatizing a lot of the institutions. China and Pakistan Economic Corridor, that's bringing in $62 billion worth of investments in modernizing infrastructure and really giving a nice leeway for companies to invest in. Coca-Cola, $200 million invested a plant in Pakistan. The Karachi Stock Exchange got privatized last year to about 20 to 40% of it to Chinese investors. Miski has upgraded them to an emerging market. Part of the components of Karachi Stock Exchange, 100 companies, 6 were added to the FTSE. It's a real plus for it. The SCO was actually, Pakistan became a full member of it just today, June 9th. Why should boards care about really artificial intelligence? This month column, fourth industrial revolution, volumes of data, and it's gotten easier. More than 50% of firms are investing into AI. The research survey told. From a board perspective, you should be looking at M&A deals that are the new startups, how to bring innovation and disruption into your company. It's a big market. 180 billion right now, supposed to grow by 2021, more than 788 billion. I wanted to focus who's using in artificial intelligence voice-enabled digital assistants. The millennials are the generation that are really using this on a day-to-day basis. About 35.6 million Americans are using it. Major market share belongs to Amazon Echo, 76% of the market. Google Home is second in base, about 23.8. There are other players. Apple just last week introduced their latecomer HomePod that will be coming into fall. Tim Cook, the CEO, premiered it into their Apple developers conference. This is going to be a little shake-up because there's lots of loyal Apple users. These are the real players. Microsoft Cortana has more than 100 million users. Amazon, Apple, Google Assistant are the major one. They're inside the clone. They're really the software behind artificial intelligence. More than 16 billion companies in over 70 countries are experimenting and playing with artificial intelligence. So lots of startups for these companies to gobble up for M&A deals. Samsung launched their Bixby for the first time, a latecomer again, in their Galaxy 8 phone. Baidu, the Chinese leader, tech giant, is the CEO in May said they're going to be focusing on AI for big time, all their energy into it. So let's see how the next couple of months shake up. But the major players are this. What should boards be focusing on? Really looking how disruptive forces, products and services can be launched with these tech giants into your company, looking at data, looking at market segments and opportunities. You need a robust board oversight for the cyber risks and the volumes of data, and really looking at AI, how to incorporate it into your products. GBAC recommends that really, and looking at the M&A deals that could be possible in bringing innovation and disruption into your company. Again, thank you for taking the time to look at my video. GBAC is a board advising company, and we advise in more than 50 countries. Our presence in advising CEOs, chairmen, and directors on looking at corporate governance issues. Please subscribe to my channel, and always have a great day. Keep your eyes on the ball with disruption around the corner, and try to have as much innovation in your company. All the best.